folks, this is Deb with the Craft of Consulting, and I'm here with a tip about pricing. So it's one thing to know what your pricing model is. It's another thing to know with generally how you price things. But ultimately, when you're in front of a prospective client, you need to gather as much pertinent information as possible that regardless of what pricing model you use, that you're able to figure out exactly what the scope and the effort is actually going to be. Now, I say that because as those of us who've been doing consulting a whole while can tell you, it is often the case that clients often don't know exactly what it takes to achieve the outcome they want. And part of what you need to do when you're in that discovery process with them is to ask questions so that you know what it's going to take to actually achieve those outcomes. And not only ask them so that you know and you can price it right, but so that you increase their understanding of what it takes to do it. And you set appropriate expectations so they're not surprised when you put something in front of them and it's much bigger than they expect it to be. So asking questions like, what the risk is of actually not doing it and anything that might increase that risk during the contract. So that's where you might find out things that they otherwise wouldn't tell you. Asking questions like, who is involved in the decision making and what their roles and what their authorities are. That can be a really telling question because you're going to find out how many top chefs are in the kitchen, and that is going to impact often the amount of effort it takes to do it. So those are just examples of two, but those are the types of things that you want to ask so that you get a real feel and the client gets a better understanding of what it will take to actually achieve the outcomes. And then whatever pricing model you use, you can be better assured that you've covered enough of the most pertinent information that you're going to be able to price it correctly. So hopefully that was helpful, and I'll be back with more tips soon.